That's a little better. Alexa, what do you think of Pep Junk Vlogs?
I don't have an opinion on that.
That was a little loud, but okay. Alexa, what is the meaning of Pep Junk Vlogs?
Any domesticated or tamed animal that's kept as a companion and cared for affectionately.
Did I say Pep Junk Vlogs? What the crap? Alexa, what is the meaning of Pep Junk Vlogs?
Pets is a form of the noun pets.
She thinks I'm saying
any
pet.
Domesticated or tamed animal
Alexa,
that is kept
cancel.
as a
See, I don't know what yours does, my channel, but that's what ours does. I don't know what you've done, man, but you've started something. Alright, well, good evening, Internet. It is, once again, late night. This probably isn't going to be a really long vlog. I got off early, but I honestly spent most of my night running around like crazy trying to get groceries before going to the movies. It was another $5 Tuesday, and guess what? I saw Detective Pikachu tonight. You know what? Who needs a crowd of friends? I just went by myself and it was awesome. I'm having a party. I'll admit it. It was cool. Believe it or not, not the first time I've gone to a theater alone. I actually went to see The Last Jedi alone. I'm making this sound like a big deal. I went to the theater alone. Can you believe that? Gotta be honest, I do like going with family and friends. Like, obviously it is a little bit more fun to go with a group or something, to go with somebody else. You know, you can talk about it with somebody as it's going, or as you're leaving the theater, you can discuss opinions about what happened, etc., etc.
etc., etc., etc.
But there's also just some other settling vibe that goes with seeing it just by yourself. You know what I mean? I don't exactly know how to phrase it or explain it. It's just, all I'm trying to say is I don't really mind. I like it. I am definitely perfectly okay with going to see the movies by myself. Oh yeah, I still red it is. Holy crap, you can't really see it as... It doesn't look as red as it did a little bit ago, but allergies are killing me, jeez. My beard is coming back slowly but surely. I don't look completely baby-faced anymore. I'm just gonna ask it again, guys. What do you think? When it all grows back out, goatee, beard, or big beard? Like, you know, should I do the goatee? Should I do like a regular sized beard, like maybe stubble from time to time, maybe grow it out a little bit, whatever. Little beard, big beard, or goatee? You guys decide. Alex, you're allowed to say something too.
How to shave your beard like a man? You don't. You don't shave. That's how a man shaves.
I like the beard, but I also like the goatee. I can never fully decide. I can't. I don't know why. I always go back and forth. I love the beard and I love the goatee. But let's not focus on that right now. I did just try to film a storm. Sadly, no luck. But the lightning was flashing like crazy. I don't know why my camera wasn't picking up on it. It was a fun storm, actually. I actually got my camera out just in time. It just, for some reason, it wasn't picking up all the lightning. It got the thunder, it got the rain, I know that, but it just didn't get all the... And there were some really good shots too. The lightning was going all the way across the lake. That was amazing, straight up. I wish my camera picked that up. But anywho, without further ado, it is rant time. I said I went to see Detective Pikachu today. I don't want to ramble too much, it's after midnight. Let's talk about Pikachu. Now I know some of you may be saying, dude, where the hell is the John Wick rant? We're gonna get to that in tomorrow's video, actually. I would do it today, trust me, but Detective Pikachu is fresh in my head. That and, once again, our favorite editor is editing tonight, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want any spoilers. I said I was gonna do it the day after the last time he edited it. I know that's failing my part. I had to work and everything else. It was a mess, but I'll get to it tomorrow for sure. For sure, I'll do a John Wick rant tomorrow. Count me on it. Tonight is Detective Pikachu. Now, fair warning, when I do these rants, spoilers abound. And don't think I'm joking about that. If you don't want to be spoiled, I warned you. I can't be liable after that. I can't believe he actually said it. Somebody banned this guy's channel. He actually said it. People all over YouTube spoil movies. I literally told you I was gonna spoil it. How? That's your own fault. I'm sorry. True story. Savage, but true. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1.
Think to myself.
I gotta be honest, I will admit, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few people out there that actually said, well, it was actually lame. I mean, you could have predicted everything that happened in the movie. I predicted it. I mean, I technically didn't predict everything that happened. Let's just get this out of the way. I actually really liked it. But I also can tell where some people would think it's lame because, to be honest, this one pulled out some of the cheesy, cookie-cutter, Hollywood, lovey-feely type kind of movies, you know? It was an hour and a half long. They pulled out some of the cheesy, predictable stops. I'm not gonna lie, like, some of them I didn't see coming, but at the same time I was like, how did I not predict that? The ending, most especially the ending, made me go, really? We're doing this. Like, generally speaking,
He said it! He said it!
I liked it. Yes, Alex, I know I said it. Anyways, I love the movie. I'm not gonna say I liked it. I'm not gonna say I hated it. I straight up loved it, but I also can't deny that scene just right away went to my head like, really? We did that. It was typical cookie cutter Hollywood, lovey, touchy, feely, whatever. It was just typical cheesy Hollywood movie, hour and a half long, sensitive. Yeah. So it starts out, believe it or not, showing Mewtwo in some sort of lab, and it cuts to a car running down the road, and he flat out says, "They're getting away," and shoots out of the whole place, chases after the car, and all of a sudden you just see him like uses like gesture down, and the car explodes. It goes off of the car slightly explodes, I should say. It actually goes off a bridge and just continues to go in flames. It doesn't like fully explode, but there's some flames, and it's like, okay, not really anybody could have survived that. And it just cuts to black. It then goes to the main like actor of the film, the main character, Tim, and his friend, and they're out in just this little field, and basically his friend brought him out to go Pokemon hunting.
I play Pokemon Go every day.
Tim does not really want a Pokemon, but his friend, claiming all the time that he's so lonely, wants to try to get him a Pokemon. And they find a Cubone. He tries to get the Cubone and it fails. In fact, he pisses off the little Pokemon and it manages to just whack him into oblivion. Okay, that failed completely. They go off and just have a cheesy chat. You know, you've been lonely. I just want to help you get a Pokemon. I want to help you, you know. Everybody else is left. I'm leaving too. You're going to be alone here. I don't want you to feel bad. And Tim, that was his friend. And Tim ends up going, you know, I don't want to talk like the entire movie, but Tim basically ends up going, I'm fine. I'm going to be fine. He gets a call. His dad's been in a wreck. He goes to Rhyme City. I know, kind of weird name, right? Rhyme City? Anyways, so the guy they talk to, you know, shows them this holographic little security footage from the crash and basically shows them that, you know, his dad's not really dead.
I'm not dead!
He tries to take the evidence to the police department. They don't believe him. Clearly, you know, police departments are political. Let's not do that. They end up finding this, you know, hidden place where Pokemon have battles. And in that place, they end up finding where basically that stuff that Tim opened up in the apartment that made the Pokemon go crazy. They basically have that shit like fully stocked. You know, they got a freaking shit ton of it, and they actually use it for the Pokemon in the battles, and they have Pikachu basically versus Charizard. That ends up being interesting. The whole place ends up getting destroyed. They get arrested. That might be a little out of order, but anyways. Long story short, we end up at the very lab that they open the entire movie with. Tim, that reporter chick, Pikachu, and Psyduck, believe it or not. Psyduck is the reporter's Pokemon. By the way, the reporter's name is Lucy, so you have Tim, Lucy, Pikachu, and Psyduck. Big spoiler alert, actually. So they go through the lab. They find out some things, you know, Mewtwo, you know, in the beginning of the movie, it makes it look like Mewtwo is actually trying to kill his dad. Mewtwo is actually trying to save his dad.
What a twist!
They end up having to escape the people that control the lab, and they end up in this big, you know, Pokemon garden that keeps transforming. Pikachu ends up dying.
Oh my god!
Yep. Pikachu dies. If you've heard that anywhere online as a troll spoiler, it's not a troll spoiler. Pikachu doesn't stay dead though, don't worry. They take him, believe it or not, a bunch of, what's his name, Squirtle. a bunch of, or is it Squirtle? Holy crap, hang on. Forgive me, I was slightly wrong. It was actually Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur and like a bunch of other Bulbasaurs take Pikachu. You think for a second they're all gonna heal him, and then you see Mewtwo. Mewtwo actually ends up invading their heads, basically showing them the real thing that happened. He was trying to save him and his dad, but before he could show the whole thing, the people that control the lab get Mewtwo again, and then Tim ends up at that very guy that, you know, controls all that, is his place, you know, where he was showing him the holographic security camera. Turns out that guy's a bad guy. He was trying to get into Mewtwo's head the whole time, control Mewtwo, and basically control the whole world. See what I mean now? Cheesy. Whatever. Tim is sitting there unconscious the whole time after being knocked out by Dido. I'm gonna get so much hate for that. Is it Dido? Dido? A Ditto? Some of these Pokemon I genuinely know, and some of them I freaking don't. I'm gonna get so much hate. So Ditto just does his transforming thing and knocks Tim out, and basically it's Pikachu to save the day. Pikachu versus Mewtwo, controlled by the scientist guy. I guess his name is Roger. I'm just gonna say that. At this point I don't really care what the guy's name was. He was the villain. I mean, I guess I probably should know that for the story's sake. Yeah. Anyways, basically the whole ending of the movie is just people merging with their Pokemon, and Pikachu versus Mewtwo controlled by Roger.
Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
And the very end of the fight basically is Mewtwo saying to Pikachu, you know, while Roger's controlling him still. Mewtwo says to Pikachu, "Did you really think you could beat me?" And Ryan Reynolds, of course, being Pikachu. Ryan Reynolds is Pikachu. I love it. Pikachu says, "I didn't need to beat you. I just needed to distract you." And Mewtwo looks over at Tim, and he basically pulls off the control device, and Roger's back in that apartment building. Mewtwo and Pikachu fall from the sky. Mewtwo comes to in time to save Pikachu from completely hitting the ground, and Tim basically gets to just win the whole thing and clearly win the girl. They don't kiss or anything, but he wins the girl, and the whole movie just ends with Mewtwo actually reversing what happened in the beginning, because I guess he had to wipe Pikachu's memory and take away some of his powers temporarily so that he could actually put his dad's soul into Pikachu. So I guess the body wasn't really going to survive, but in a sense they've made it survive. They put him in Pikachu. And the biggest surprise twist, I really am debating on if I want to say this, but I'm going to anyways. They actually show Ryan Reynolds, like his person, like, you know, Ryan Reynolds. Like, they have him, but he's not playing himself. He's playing his dad, Tim's dad. The very end is Ryan Reynolds next to Pikachu, and Tim goes, "I want to stay with you, Dad." And, you know, his dad, Ryan Reynolds, says, "I'd like that a lot, son." And they just walk off together. And I forget, but he actually asks, I think he asks Tim, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And Tim says, "I want to be a detective." And Pikachu just goes, "Pika Pika." And Ryan goes, "I think you'd like that." I couldn't do all this any better. I don't think I could say it any better. It's an hour and a half. I don't want to spoil the entire thing. And honestly, to this very moment, it's still driving me nuts. I know the actress who plays his love interest, but I can't think of, like, I googled her earlier. It's Catherine Newton. But I can't think of where she's actually from, and it's driving me nuts. I know her from somewhere. So in all honesty, I might have probably ruined the best part of the movie, but I still recommend you check it out. Alex, dude, I don't even want to hear, "Well, I don't need to see it now. Jeff said most of the movie." Dude, do it. Do it. Do it. Freaking loved it. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon. In another way for me to rant about this movie, I can honestly say it's Pokemon in real life, but not with Ash. Groovy. You know, like, I grew up with Pokemon Indigo. I grew up with Ash, Brock, Misty, and it's basically like that, but with a different story. Like, it's Pokemon with different people, a different story. It's technically still cheesy, whatever, but it works. I love it. I like the twist that they did. I like the different people. I can honestly say that I would watch a sequel for this movie. I kid you not. Like, I was waiting to see a post-credit scene, and there wasn't one, but if it came up, I would do it. I would easily see a sequel to this. I couldn't see them going overboard and doing like 3 or 4 movies. I mean, maybe a third, maybe. Depends on the story if they actually do make a second, but I couldn't see a fourth. Either way, like, I could see this going into something else. I loved it through and through. I loved it. I loved the real-life Pokeballs, the Pikachu, Ryan Reynolds doing that, all the Pokemon in real life. Psyduck. I loved Ryan Reynolds' like genuine comedy being mixed in to the Pokemon universe. Like, that couldn't be more perfect. Like, I know technically, you know, it's the Pokemon world doesn't necessarily have a Ryan Reynolds humor or perspective to it, but it's Ryan Reynolds, you know, that kind of humor and just him as a person, his personality, like, he doesn't even have to say fuck every third word or whatever, like, it still works, like, he just has that. I love it. On the drive to the actual, like, place that they go to try to save everybody, like, not Rhyme City, but, like, the lab, Pikachu and Psyduck are sitting in the back, and he basically lifts his foot and he's like, I know you need to relax, like, so your headache doesn't get so bad and destroy the planet, but I'm not giving you a foot rub. And he's like, Psyduck, like, rub my foot. Just rub it. You know you're going to. He's just like, all right, give me the damn foot. And as they're running through the forest, he's screaming, Psyduck. And everybody's going, calm down, Psyduck, just calm down, relax, it's gonna be okay, just relax. Pikachu starts out saying the same thing, relax. And he kind of turns on himself. He starts out saying, like, the last thing we need is a bomb right now. Wait a minute. Forget your headache. We need that bomb right now. Do it. And Tim just looks at him like, I don't know if I like this idea, but do it anyways. Like, he doesn't say it, but you get to see the look on his face is, you know, it's there. Just the look on his face. I don't know if I like this idea, but do it anyways. And Psyduck's just like, sigh. And just, it's not like an actual bomb. Well, I guess in a sense it is, but it was just awesome to hear him go, this is the last time you want to use a bomb. Actually, never mind. Forget your headache. Let it go. Just use it. Do it. I love the whole movie, honestly. I loved it. Yes, technically speaking, it was one of those cookie cutter, cheesy Hollywood movies, but I honestly still liked it. Like, it was actually good. Like, they made it work. I would see another. Yeah, I don't really got anything else. And I don't want to ramble too much. I think I'm actually just going to leave it at that. Alex, I hope you had fun with this one.
Somebody kill me!
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so very much for watching. Please smash the thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow as always. Love, peace, and chicken grease.